Hey guys, today I have a very special watch. Today I have the Seiko King Seiko SJE083. Many people may not know this, but Seiko was actually divided back in the 60s. There were two factories that operated under Seiko. There was Daini Seikosha and Suwa Seikosha. Suwa ended up making Grand Seiko, which is the epitome of what Seiko is today, while Daini ended up making their own high-end watch, which was the King Seiko. And it was this rivalry which kind of drew out the best from both factories. And they kind of duked it out to see who would prevail on top and which company would become its own standalone luxury brand. Obviously Grand Seiko won, but let's not forget King Seiko, because it was a pretty awesome watch. In 1965, King Seiko released the second generation model, which was otherwise known as the King Seiko KSK. That was much different than luxury watches at the time, and even from Seikos at the time. Instead of featuring round cases and lugs, it had sharp angular case and lugs, which I think is really what sets it apart from everything else. Even though Grand Seiko did prevail, I think the King Seiko is a really awesome watch. So this box is kind of hefty. This gold, like old classic Seiko writing, which I think looks pretty nice. So it has this flap that's supposed to help you take this out. So you have your warranty and instructions manual down there. A lot of wrapping on this one. Oh wow, that is just beautiful. That is a really beautiful case. And you guys know I'm a sucker for display boxes, and this definitely looks like it rivals something of Patek. So you get this really nice wood box, which looks like it belongs to a watch that should cost 6 figures. Really nice finishing. Really nice Seiko emblem right there. Gold. It does have some texture to it. So let's open it up. Stunning. So it says King Seiko right in there. Really nice case. And there it is, the watch. That is beautiful. I think this is kind of the epitome of Seiko, or Seiko Luxe, you could say, because this is supposed to be positioned as a luxury watch, even though it's under the regular Seiko brand, not the Grand Seiko. I feel like every collector, or every Seiko collector, should definitely have this watch. And me being the Seiko fan that I am, I just could not resist this beauty. I mean, this is amazing. Just look at the 12 o'clock hour marker right there. You can see it has like print on the actual marker, which looks so nice. It has a silver sunburst effect on the dial, which is so beautiful. And you can see, so this actually does have Zaratsu polishing, even though it's not a Grand Seiko model. And you can see these angular lugs. This is just beautiful. I've never seen a watch that has lugs like this before. And it has this beautiful domed crystal too, which kind of gives it that vintage look. I mean, it's a recreation, so it should look vintage. It has that signed Seiko crown right there with the W Seiko. So this watch features the 6L35 movement, which is Seiko's new high-end slim movement. And at only 11.4 millimeters thick, this is a really nice slim dress watch, which can easily slip under a cuff and look amazing in any setting. And you have this genuine crocodile strap, which feels amazing too and looks like it fits the part of a high quality strap. And this vintage Seiko buckle, that looks so nice. Oh, that's really cool. It has its own King Seiko tag, so it looks like this is technically its own sub brand, even though it's only one model. And this watch retailed for $3,300, limited edition to about 3,000 pieces, and this was part of Seiko's 140th anniversary. So this case is super hard coated, as Seiko claims, so it is more resistant to scratches and dings, which I think is really awesome. The back features this 24 karat emblem, which looks so amazing. And on the wrist, so the 38mm case, so it's like the perfect size for a dress watch, I would say. I have just under a 7-inch wrist, so you can see how it fits. And I think it just looks stunning. I mean, the quality that you're getting on this watch, I feel like it punches way above its weight. And if you're a Seiko collector like me, and you just love the brand as a whole, I think this is definitely a must-have in your collection. And the box is just the cherry on top. I mean, this is amazing. Especially for a watch collector, when you have different cool boxes like this, it really makes the watch feel more special than it is. Not saying this isn't a special watch, but it's just that added bonus. I could see this being in my rotation pretty heavy. This is just an amazing watch. I know a lot of people are bashing it for its price, saying that they could probably get a Grand Seiko secondhand or, you know, an entry-level Grand Seiko for a little bit more. But I feel like the package of what you get here with the price is just worth it. And you really have to see this in the flesh to appreciate it. I mean, it's a stunning watch. You definitely feel like you're holding something that's worth a lot more than $3,300. Even the hands and the hour markers are just all finished so beautifully, and you can just see the detailing on them, and you could see nothing was looked over during the creation process of this watch. If you were only going to have one dress watch and you needed something to kind of pull it all off, I feel like this would definitely be a top contender. As far as wearability, I could see this being worn anywhere from the office to casual at home. It does look like a very formal piece, but I feel like you could get away with wearing it with casual stuff as well. So when I first got into watches, I actually loved dress watches in general. I just felt like they looked so fancy and so worth the money, and they always looked more expensive than a comparable tool watch. Personal preference, but I just think this is definitely worth it. And the fit is just so comfortable. I mean, this strap feels amazing. It's very light, and you're getting a pretty solid movement for the money as well. The 6L35 is a very nice movement. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's nice? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, see you guys next time.